Okay, guys. Okay, so we are in full stain process here. The top is done. What we have not, we're going to do today is in here. We save that because that Trex, the purple Trex, is so problematic and very hard to make sure you get not a drop of that stuff. So it has to be taped with a special tape, and then plastic, then drop cloths on top of that, and then we use a green paper as well on the edges. So that whole process is starting right now, bright and early, Saturday. And like I said, we should still be able to be done probably midday by end of the day Tuesday. So around this trim right here is done, door is done. We are going to be wire brushing some of our rust areas, sanding and wire brushing some of the rusty areas on the gutters, and priming those today. So that party will commence as well. So the top is done. It's actually been done 3 coats. It looks like some of that bottom might need a 4th coat. This is exactly why I think so many guys want to shy away from natural, because you use a good semi-transparent and you do 2 solid coats and it comes out perfect. And sometimes with the natural you have to use 4 or 5 coats to get it to have a perfect sheen, and then you're getting darker as you go. So it's kind of just one of those things. So trim up there is complete, as you can tell. That's a great color. A great color. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's going to look good. It's going to be what it is. I mean, natural doesn't cover. So we just do the absolute best we can and make sure that the wood is saturated. And that's all we do. We also, when it comes to the discussion about the sun and how that kind of plays into it, we work around the sun. We try our best not to be in the sun, because that's no fun for us. It is hot, and we purposely try our best to stay the heck away from it. So we work in the shade. That's why this area is for this morning, because in the afternoon we get more sun over here. So all this under here though is done. As you can tell, it's still shiny. That door is also done. So basically it's just the pickets. They take the longest amount of time. They're fun. So they dry it out nice. So we have the pickets, the little hallway entryway there, and that wall. That's it. All the rest is stain wise. I mean, there's still some paint, but that paint's gonna go fast. 3 or 4 guys cutting trim is like 2 or 3 hours on this house, even 2 coats. Up there is stained. So let's walk the back. Some of these angles on the back, we ended up doing 4 coats on the high stuff. Whew, I smell it. And we also talked to your neighbor about possibly fixing that. Told him, I said, that sure is an eyesore. Oh yeah, here we go. So a lot of times it's just letting things dry out. Look at that. Granted, my camera makes things look a little more red than they are, just so you know. But look at that. That was really dried out up there. Look at that. Look at. It's plywood. It tends to do its own thing. Some pieces are dark, some pieces are light. It does look good though. It definitely looks good. So this wall's 2 or 3 coats. Some of the wings and stuff up there are 4 coats. But again, it's one of those things where you can't really put a number on it. Sometimes it's just what has to be done to look correct. And then it dries out. It'll take about a week or 2 to dry out. That looks nice up there too. It looks as if, yep. So we did trim. All that fascia right there is done. This is done. This is my favorite part of the house because it never gets sun. So we started on this. This one is close, but now we need to do a little texturing to make that a little more of a knot. But yeah, that's solid. So that's a good thing. So I'll walk back through real quick. Yeah, it's gonna look good. It's gonna look really good. And so, like I said, we're to the edge of the garage. Today, we're gonna start on pickets, and that shouldn't be that long. You know, we might even be able to be done on end of the day Monday. But, you know, when it comes to these stains, we really like to, I like to kind of give a little breathing time. So for us, if there's anything that dries out that we don't like, you know, we're here instead of coming back another day, which we don't do, you know, unless you book us to come back. You know, I kind of like to say, okay, so the back's done, so on Monday and the front will be done today, so on Monday we can address anything it's had 2 days to dry, so we can address anything that doesn't look right to us. And and it's not a big deal. I like to just kind of get some Saturday time in where I can put a audio book on my headphones and not have to listen to my guys talk. And we did all the joists by hand too. I know we were saying we probably wouldn't mess with those because of the tracks, but we just did a quick brush on those. But look how nice that grain came out. This definitely should buy you a very long amount of time, because we are 15 gallons in to the 20 to 25, and that's a lot of stain for this size house. But when it comes to natural, you want to put it on nice and heavy so that it has less UV protection, you know, so you want to put it on nice and heavy so that it actually protects. It looks good though. I've had a couple of your neighbors come over and holler at us how nice it looks. This is definitely a nice house. So we are getting ready to mask this off, you know, and we just don't want stuff like that. That's obviously not us. I think that's a barbecuer. But we take great pride in making sure nothing gets on this deck. This Trex is, you even get stain near it, boom, it sticks for life. The door down there is done. Lights as well are at my shop, and they were first coated last night. So yeah, we're moving, we're shaking. The only thing that I see that might need another coat, a 5th coat, is this top. Just because the bottom 2 boards, those were the bad ones too. I wonder why they didn't put gutters up there. Man, that would save the wood. If you guys ever get a chance of taking a look at that, let me know. I have a gutter guy, but you would save so much of the wood and the brunt of it on these gutters by just running one gutter there and a downspout that connects to this one. But so that's that. That's where we're at, and yeah, hopefully this finds you both well. We'll have more information. I don't know if I'll video at the end of the day, but if not, you'll see another video from me on Monday. So the back and top is sprayed, trim is in place, we are moving. Thank you.